Hey everybody, my name is Wayne Walker, and I'm with Watershed Basses. Actually, I guess I'm the owner of Watershed Basses. I just started doing this actually at the beginning of this year. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it always seemed like there was like this mystery for building instruments that I wasn't real capable of. Um, I've been a carpenter for 41 years, so I know how to work with wood, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm a luthier by any stretch of the imagination. Um, what kind of brought all this on was I remember I've literally had kind of every bass you can own. I'm a bass player, first of all. I've been playing since I think 1996. I play in cover bands in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm located in Concord, California. Um, I play at my church. I've been playing there for probably 20 years. So I've been playing for a long time. I'm not, by any stretch of imagination, I'm not a great bass player. I think I'm a good meat and potatoes bass player. But I mean, I've literally owned every kind of bass you can own. High end. I mean, I've had an F bass. I've had a Ken Smith. I've had a Sadowski. I had every kind of Fender you can imagine. I've had the Sires. I've had Kiesels. I've had Carvins. I've had Lakelands. Just a myriad of basses. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And it's kind of funny because like people would come to me and ask me, "Hey man, what do you think about this kind of bass?" Because they know I've probably owned it. So I'd give them, my input. Do I know everything about bass? No, I don't. Um, well, so what kind of got me started about maybe trying to build my own bass was it was kind of a joke. I saw this Ken Smith on eBay, and it was from San Francisco. So I was like, that's pretty cool if I could get it. So I had the nerve to ask my wife, and I knew she was going to say no. But I said, hey, what do you think about me spending $4,000 on that bass? And she's like, nope, not going to happen. You've had enough basses. That's it. No more basses. So, I mean, I knew I was going to get shot down. And in a way, I was still kind of bummed out. But then I'm starting thinking like, well, what am I going to buy that I haven't already owned? I already owned everything literally that you can possibly own. So, I just kind of started daydreaming or, doing whatever and started going on YouTube. And then I found, I think his name's Ben Crow. He's on Crimson Guitars. He's in the UK. Started watching some of his videos, and then there was a video of him. He always builds guitars, but I saw a video of him building a bass. And just watching him build that bass, it just seemed like it was so simple. Well, the reason why it was so simple for him is because he's done it like 1,000 times. But it just seemed like, you know what? I think that's something that I could probably do. So it kind of sparked my interest. So I just like kind of watched those videos religiously. I think there's like 5 episodes. Basically, he just takes you through doing the body, doing the neck, doing the fretwork, doing this, doing that, and then just putting in all the electronics and all that kind of stuff. And I said, I think I can do that. So the main thing that I had to get was just the tools. I mean, I got like regular carpenter construction tools, skill saw and sawzalls and hammers and all that stuff, but that's not what you need for this type of work. So I ended up buying like, you can probably see it over here. It's a crappy bandsaw. Literally, it was like $200 off of Amazon. Guess what? It cuts wood and it works. I bought a really nice router that Ben Crow had. It's called a Triton router. If you're going to spend any money, spend it on the router. That thing's awesome. I bought a drill press from Harbor Freight. I bought a 13-inch Win planer for planing all the boards. And then I bought like this, a joiner is like so expensive. I could not find a joiner that I could afford, because if you're building something for the first time, don't go spending a bunch of money. I'll show you these tools at some point because my daughter-in-law was saying, you know what, you should really try to show people that they can build a bass. I'm nobody special. I'm just an old carpenter, right? 41 years. But I'm a bass player also. But, if you have, I think, the correct tools and a little bit of knowledge about woodworking, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it, right? So instead of buying a joiner, I just bought a really nice planer and mounted it into a wood configuration that I made where basically I can plane the boards when I was going to glue them together. So that's how I started. And so then I just kept watching those Ben Crow videos, and then I just go step by step. I mean, right before I'd go do something, I'd watch the video, make sure I didn't screw up. Did I screw up? Yeah, there's some things I did wrong. There's things that I didn't do perfectly. But you know what? It's your first build. You're going to screw up. There's always a learning curve for everything, no matter what you do. And the second bass I built, and at some point I'll show you guys the videos. I'm going to try to make videos. I'm not super tech savvy. If they work, they work. If they don't, I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do all the sexy things on the screen. I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. They might be 2 or 3 minutes long. I'll try to explain it as best I can. Basically, I just want to help other guys out that want to try to build a bass or a guitar. I'm not going to build guitars because that's out of my league. I'd rather just stick with the basses. So far, both of the basses that I've built have been 5-string basses with the PJ configuration. That's kind of a good place to start. I think you get kind of the best of both worlds, even though probably my biggest love is the jazz bass. But you know what? PJ5s are killer. I had a killer Sadowski. If you like Sadowski basses, especially PJs, and you go listen to Jason Aldean, listen to Tully Kennedy. The dude absolutely kills it. And he's got a great tone, and he's a really cool guy to boot. So hopefully I can kind of stay on top of this. I'd really like just to help guys out. There's a million videos out there that you could watch. You don't have to watch mine. It might not be for you, but I'm going to try to explain it in the best terms that I can. Super simple. For the last 5 years, I've been an instructor at the apprenticeship and here in the Bay Area for the Carpenter's Apprenticeship. So I've been teaching apprentices how to, do certain tasks, different kind of jobs, different kind of stuff. So I do have an ability to teach. I may not be the greatest teacher, but I can try to explain it as best that I can. And then if you just watch it, maybe you can glean something from me, just like I glean from Ben, because he is a killer builder. Some of the stuff he comes out is absolutely mind-blowing. All right. So I end up naming the Watershed of the basses of Watershed Basses because basically I had a watershed moment, right? Because I just figured, you know what? I can't get that $4,000 Ken Smith, so why can't I just build my own? And that just kept going, kept plodding along. Boom, 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 boom. And, here I am. I got 2 basses in. The last one I built, there's a black one. I'll show them to you guys at some point. Everybody at church will love it. They love the way it sounds. It's got EMG pickups with an EMG preamp, a rosewood fretboard, a poplar body. Both the basses that I built have poplar bodies. I didn't want to spend a buttload of money on a slab of wood like an alder or swamp ash or something like that, because if I screwed it up, I just spent like $150 where I can get an 8-inch 8-foot piece of poplar, get 2 bodies out of it for like $49. And guess what? People go on and on about tone woods. I'm sure there is something about a tone wood, but at the end of the day, it's just, to me, it's like, what kind of pickups are you putting in there? Because the vibration from the string and how it's working out to the preamp, that's what you're really hearing. That's my take on it. And so, guess what? Fenders used to use poplar bodies back in the day too. So it's not like it's some trashy wood. It's hardwood, but it's really soft. So you got to be really careful. They do dent, but that's what I end up doing. The hardest thing I think for new builders like me, or maybe you or whoever that you might know that wants to try to build a guitar or an instrument, is just coming up with the wood. We have one of those Rockler stores here, and they do have a pretty good selection of 1 3/4 by whatever size wood. You're gonna have to laminate them together. That just goes the way. They don't have full slabs. They don't have a 15 by 24 inch chunk of wood for you to build a bass out of. So there's no reason why you can't glue them together. I have, and if I can do it, you can do it. But you're gonna have to be real savvy about looking online and finding stuff. There's some really good companies out there. One's called Bitterroot Guitars. You can get a lot of the hardware that you're going to need for your bass. There's another one called Bell Forest, I think it's called. Wood company. Basically, you can get all your neck blanks and your fretboard blanks from those guys. And then if you got a ton of money, but it is a kick-ass place, there's Stu Mac. They got really good stuff. It's very expensive. Bottom line is, though, sometimes you get what you pay for. And their stuff's legit. Their truss rods are amazing. They're the wheel kind, and I never knew what a truss was. I knew what they were, but I never saw one in real life till I started building basses. So, you might be on a road like I am. Maybe you played for a long time. Maybe you've had an inkling to start a bass or build a bass. Why not? Go for it, man. If you screw it up, who cares? Throw that wood away, start all over again, right? And like I said, you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money, right? Just get the bare necessity tools. There's going to be little tools you're going to need, a good router and all that kind of stuff, router bits and rasps and files and stuff. But, you don't have to go spend a gazillion dollars. And once you have the tools, then all you have to worry about is just getting more wood and just stuff like that, more pickups and stuff, because you're going to spend more money on the preamps, the pickups, the tuners, the fret wire, stuff like that. That's going to be your main cost. I mean, just for a bridge, preamp, tuners, and your pickups, usually that's about between $600-700 depending on what kind you're getting. So there's going to be a little bit of cost to it. Hopefully you can keep your monies down. I mean, I've got a couple of people that actually want me to build them a bass. The problem with me right now is I'm not very good at spraying them. I'm using can paint, so there's no way I could feel good about selling somebody a bass that with a spray can paint finish. Does it look okay? Yeah, from about 50 feet, until you get real close. But I mean, at the end of the day, unless you're one of those people that likes having an instrument and it's an art piece and you never ever play, just hangs on a wall, that's cool. If that's your deal, those people typically want everything perfect. I don't. I'm a bass player. I'm a working bass player. I play in a couple of cover bands. I don't care if they get dinged up. I'm just there to play. It's okay. So anyway, I'm going to try to be real diligent about making videos. If you guys like this, I guess you can hit a like button. I'm not trying to make money off this, because I don't have enough knowledge to make money off of this. I'm just showing you what I did or what I do. If it works for you, that's cool. If it doesn't, look up Ben Crow on Crimson Guitars. That dude is badass. Okay. Anyway, so my name's, again, it's Wayne Walker. The basses are called Watershed Basses. Sometimes we all have these watershed moments where you think you can't do something. Guess what? You probably can, if you just kind of research it, think it through in your mind, and then go out there and do it, right? So anyway, I really thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, you can hit the like button. Subscribing, that's cool if you want to subscribe. I don't know, I'm not super sexy. I don't have anything much to offer. But if you feel like subscribing, that's cool. If you're a first-time builder, go for it. There's tons of YouTube people out there. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys, and thanks so much.